车及。
Hello and welcome to Xinhua Live. The Chinese Spring Festival is just around the corner. Each year, the Spring Festival sees the world's largest annual movement of people. Millions of Chinese return homes to reunite with their families and loved ones. And this year marks the third Spring Festival travel rush since the COVID-19 pandemic, which began in early 2020, and authorities across China are making every effort to prevent and control pandemic and to ensure a safe, healthy, smooth and warm trip for passengers. I'm now at the Guangzhou Railway South Station. It is one of the largest and also the biggest high-speed railway station here in South China. And because Guangzhou is the capital of China's Guangdong province, it is also a traffic hub. Each year, this city, the Guangzhou, tops the list of outbound passengers during the Spring Festival travel rush because many people work here from different provinces. And thanks to the development of the high-speed railway station, so they can travel from home from here because this is a traffic hub. And we are only a few days, maybe 2 or 3 days away from the Spring Festival here. So we can see now people are gathering here, heading to their hometowns to reunite with their loved ones. And joining us here today is Wang Juan. She works here and she will talk to us about the prevent and control measures here in this high-speed railway station. 你好，王娟。
Hello， 大家好。
So， 那我们现在所在这个区域大概是一个什么样的一个情况呢？
好，我们所看到的这个区域呢，是广州南站为了针对从中高风险地区来的旅客所设的一个免费的核酸检测点。那么，如果旅客不能提供48小时内核酸阴性证明的话，那么他需要在这里做完一个核酸检测才可以离开南站。
What we are now seeing is free nucleic acid testing services. According, Wang just tells me that at the Guangzhou South Railway Station, and they have this kind of free nucleic acid testing service. It's offered to passengers in need, while passengers from medium and high-risk areas for COVID are required to undergo testing.
那么我们看到现在其实它这个主要是针对一些到
达的广州南站的旅客同时呢，我们在1楼的3号票厅呢，还另外设了一个专门针对工作人员的，也是核酸检测的地方那么每天我们这个主要的方向是来自于上海啊、河南郑州啊、云南方向包括前段时间的这个中山、珠海、深圳等地
Right now, we don't see many people here because this spot is only for people who arrive from the cities or provinces with the COVID cases. And as we mentioned before, Guangzhou is a traffic hub. And here, before the Spring Festival travel rush, they're from here for the outbound train. So maybe later at the end of the spring travel rush, will be crowded.
今天算是一个就是这个客流高峰期嘛，今天
这段时间啊，从1月26号起呢，我们广州南站就进入了节前发送的高峰。那么昨天1月28号呢，我们广州南站发送旅客是达到35.3万人次，这个是节前的最高峰日了哈。
This railway station has already entered its peak season since I think since this Monday or Tuesday, and what we are now seeing is two machines. 这个是什么呀？你帮我介绍一下。
这个是一个免费的口罩机。那么如果有些旅客没有戴口罩的话，那么他可以在这里通过微信扫码来领取一个免费的口罩。那么这样子的口罩机呢，在广州南站的整个站场范围内，我们是设立了37台的，可以很方便旅客来使用。
Actually, this is a mask machine, and it's offers the passengers a free face mask. And maybe we can have a try here. Get my free mask here. Preparing your face mask. Oh, ta-da! It says this is my mask for free. It's really very convenient. And one just told me that there are only a total of 37 free mask machines here. If you forgot or want one more mask just in case, and you can go to machines like this to get your mask now. So now we are heading to the departure floor.
OK， 帮我关一下，就他进来了。
Okay. We are seeing people are lining up for for these two channels, and this is for their body temperature checks. And there's a digital number showing their body temperatures here. Okay. For those who forgot, or if your phone is powered off, or forgot, for older people who doesn't have a cell phone, and you can just pass your ID cards here, and the computer at the background will show your, if you have a health code, or where are you from, if you are from a medium or high risk area. So it's very convenient and very warm measures. We can see every passenger showing their health codes here, green health codes, to the volunteers here. And if you, just in case your phone is powered off, and you can pass your ID cards here, and the computer will show you where you're from, if you are from a high or medium risk area. This show is a low risk area, and this is showing if you have your nucleic acid testing results. It's for 48 hours. So that's very convenient. And we just say people keeps passing this gate very smooth, and there are no crowded, and the whole process is very smooth. So we are now arriving at the self-service identity verification area, and this area is also fully self-services. You can just put your ID cards in every channel, and the screen will show. And you don't need to have show your tickets here, and you can only put your ID cards on the machine. And less than like 3 seconds, or you can just get through this channel. That's really quick. According to the engineer with the China Railway Guangzhou Group, actually the group has increased the number of machines of this kind of self-service ticket verification machines to more than 1,000, and the technical capabilities have greatly improved. According to the engineer, it takes an average of only 1.2 seconds for the passengers to pass through the gate. Only 1 second to pass the gate for each passenger. That's really quite quick. Actually, multiple train stations across China have offered self-service ticket verification, like this one, to speed up the health check and passengers' passage through the gates. Actually, according to the Transportation Department's forecast, the passenger flow of this year's Spring Festival travel rush will be significantly lower than before the epidemic. However, there will be a significant increase compared with last year. A total of 280 million railway passenger trips are expected during the annual travel rush, up to 28.5% from the holiday season last year. We all know that this year the Spring Festival, or the Chinese Lunar New Year, falls on February 1st this year, which only like 2 or 3 days away from today. And before the pandemic, hundreds of millions of Chinese returned to their hometowns for family reunions to celebrate China's most important traditional holidays. And for decades, the Spring Festival travel rush was associated with crowded railway station and hard to get tickets. And in recent years, with the completion of several high-speed railway lines, one after another, and the continuous increase in railway capacities, and people's Spring Festival travel experiences have greatly improved. The time they travel home became much shorter, and they can enjoy a better environment, no matter waiting for the train or in the train. As we mentioned before, this year marks the third Spring Festival travel rush since the COVID-19 pandemic in early 2020. And the authorities across China have become more experienced applying stringent antivirus measures in areas that see high traffic due to the Spring Festival. So we are now arriving at the departure floor, and here people need to get their luggage and security check. 好，王老师能给我们介绍一下这个区域的安检跟往年有什么不一样吗？
我们今年呢是最大化的开启了所有的安检通道啊，一共有46条安检通道。那么对于这些离开车时间有15分钟之内的极客，还设有这种极客的快速通道，可以方便旅客能够顺畅的进站。
There are a total of 46 channels for the security check to meet the needs of like the passengers flow. And if you are late for your train or your train is almost began to departure, there also will be a fast line here for you, and you don't need to stop speed. Hey. 王老师能给我们介绍一下，我们已经到了这个候车大厅了嘛？它那个就咱们这次在候车区域，因为我们知道这里人流量是比较大的，咱们有哪些这种那个预防和这个一些措施在哪里？
我们所是对于消毒疫情防控措施呢，主要是落实消毒通风啊。对于所有的客服设备，比方说像我们的闸机、电梯。然后卫生间这些地方我们都是按4小时一次的频次来进行消毒的。同时，我们在夜间营业结束之后，还会进行一个大规模的消杀。
As we can see, the station also apply a strict prevent and control measures against the COVID-19 pandemic. And as we can see, we are now in the departure area. All the equipments and the public venues will be sterilized every 4 hours here. Sterilization of public venues and body temperature checks, and a reminder of wearing face masks throughout their trips and keep a social distance have become a routine for the holiday railway staff members. we can see, like, organization of public venues have been strictly applied here, and Wang just tells me, like, they have to, like, give a wholesome, fully sterilization of the venues and the equipment in security checks and the entering machines and the self-verification machines to give a fully sterilizations to keep to ensure the passenger a safe and healthy trips.我看到很多这个有一些站，他们还会就是用这些机器人或者是人工去喷洒一些消毒剂会过来的。
对对对对。
OK. And people can also spray the disinfectants every 4 hours a day here to make sure the passengers have a safe environment here.
我们去那边看看。
Okay, we can still have the mask machine here at the departure.
高6028次列车已经没有检查。
And people are waiting for their trains. Well, they're like staff member who make sure they do wear a mask and maybe keep their social distance here. Actually, despite the recent local resurgence of coronavirus in some areas and cities, and many Chinese people are traveling home to celebrate one of China's most important holidays, to reunite with their family and loved ones. So we are now heading down to the departure floor to see people here waiting for their train. Okay.
这个节目可能是暂时是没有车开的，然后
我们先。好好好。As we mentioned before, like Guangzhou is a traffic hub in South China. It tops the list of cities with the most outbound passengers because many people from the neighboring cities and provinces works here. And just as I see earlier in our life, the sterilization of the public venues here in the station and the transport vehicles, regular body temperature checks, and face mask rules are strictly applied here. Actually, countless services also be promoted to create a healthy travel environment for passengers. there's a train. The train is arriving at this station.
OK OK。
It's from Shenzhen, and the Guangzhou South Station is the last stop here.那如果说这个旅客他们即使不是从中高风险过来的，他们如果想去做一个核酸检测也是可以的。OK。
在我们1楼的3号票内是可以做的，就是在广州南站提供的核酸检测是免费的
OK。
自愿的。
这里还有什么说的？对对对。
也有一些就是中到广来，然后就是可以出站的。
Actually, this year's 40-day travel rush expected to end on February 25th. And we can see that many stations have, like the Guangzhou South Railway Station, have worked hard to ensure a safe and convenient trip for travelers during the Spring Festival travel rush. And for the Chinese, Spring Festival is a time for family reunion and making wishes for the coming year. And we hope the world could walk out of the shadow of the pandemic as soon as possible, and more families could get together without the fear of the virus. And we need to wrap up our life here today. And we wish you a happy Chinese New Year, and goodbye.